Okay, sure. Draco Malfoy's character in the last... We've seen him over the first 6 years, really sort of getting worse and worse and more sort of slimy and gittish as the years have gone on. And in these last two installments, we really see him actually sort of turn over a new leaf, if you will, where he's surrounded by people who are so evil that he realises he really doesn't belong in these realms at all. So he actually almost flip sides it completely, actually wants to help Harry rather than hinder him. So yeah, we see a real contrast and a real conflict of emotions in himself, really, whether he wants to help or whether he wants to stay loyal to his family and what he's kind of been brought up with. Yeah, it's so exciting. I mean, it's really hard to, you know, after so long of anticipating the film coming out, and after so many months of hard work have gone into it from everyone, not myself. It's always very exciting to actually see it, and I try to wait to the premiere nights to try and keep it, you know, authentic. Yeah, I was blown away. It's always very hard after just one viewing, but after the second and third, I really yeah, loved it. I think David did an incredible job. I was one of the few members, I'm sure you may know this already, that only members of the cast, or crew I think for that matter, who was in sort of the first two films without any real knowledge of the literature. I mean, I was obviously aware of it, but I'd never sort of got my head stuck into it. I tried a couple of times and failed miserably. But on the third film, I quickly snapped up Prisoner of Azkaban, and from then on inwards I was a Harry Potter geek, so to speak. So yeah, I was well and truly familiar with the last stories. I actually promised myself when Deathly Hallows came out, I'm just going to read a chapter a week, so it sort of, you know, sort of saves it and prolongs the joy. But I read it in 2 days, I think it was. It didn't last too long. It's so nice to play someone so wonderfully written. I mean, Joe's done an incredible job with all the characters, but I've especially got acquainted with Draco, and it's just so nice to play someone so different from you. I consider Draco pretty much a polar opposite of Tom. He's had horrible parents, I've had lovely ones, and generally, yeah, we couldn't be further away from each other. So it's so nice to come to work and actually step into a completely different, you know, young Daniel and I will be chatting about cricket, and then the next minute we'll be trying to rip each other's heads off. So it's nice to do. No, that was the best bit. That was so nice, you know, that we're all good friends, but on the film they would just go and be their friendly groups, whereas I was always segued off to the evil side, if you will, and yeah, and be as horrible as I can. I guess because we spent 95% of the day off the set, you spend more time as Tom and Daniel and Rupert and Emma, rather than Draco, Harry and so forth. So yeah, I like to think our friendships are a bit stronger than our hate for each other.